Dogecoin to the moon! Take a look at this Dogecoin. Starting to break out some right now, and there may be more to this story than what you're even thinking. Let me go ahead and show you exactly why this is such an important thing for Dogecoin to see it hitting this resistance level of around 5 to 6 cents and bouncing off of it so strongly is not only a positive indication that the future all-time high of Dogecoin will be significantly higher than its previous all-time high, but it's also an indication that we could be closer to the bull run than a lot of experts, so-called, were even thinking. Of course, you knew that if you've been paying attention to the channel for a while now. Dogecoin to $1 by the end of the year, that has been my prediction, and it will continue to be my prediction, and that's specifically because of the moon landing this year, but it certainly won't hurt to have a bullish looking market ahead of the moon landing. That could indeed send Dogecoin well above $1. So a lot of big things happening right now as Dogecoin continues to go to the moon. Look at this, a beautiful, beautiful chart on the day. Let me go ahead and make myself a little bit smaller here. You can see exactly what it's doing. Dogecoin right now at 7.25, so not too shabby whatsoever. Dogecoin experiencing some very bullish energy. This is often going to be, by a lot of people rather, it's going to be attributed to one thing, but this is not all of it. Let me go ahead and show you. So a lot of people think this could be because of this. Let me go and play the video. So you can see this is Elon Musk entering Twitter IQ. Let that sink in. Let it in. I mean, that's just hilarious. He look at this. He got a physical sink. He's playing on the meme. Let that sink in. Elon Musk is about to close on the Twitter deal in only a matter of a couple days here. A matter of hours, arguably, even though technically it's more than 24, so you probably can't use that term, whatever. Still, though, he's going to close very, very soon on Twitter. There's him walking into the headquarters, which he now is going to be owning, apparently, which is crazy to think he has a new building. That's kind of cool. Just imagine having enough money to play around and you can buy your little toy as Twitter. Pretty impressive. But that's just the best thing I've ever seen. Like, he's literally walking in with a sink, and of course, what's going to happen next? He needs, now this of course is playing a role. I look at that. I said let that Dogecoin in. That's getting a lot of likes there. Let the Dogecoin in, meaning accept Dogecoin at Twitter. Elon Musk already indicated he's going to do that. So we can go and take a look. So someone did the courtesy of leaving a tweet down here that already has it on there, which makes my life easier because then I don't have to make the graphic myself. But yeah, someone made a graphic. Let me see if I can find it, where they basically showed the 2 times Elon Musk has tweeted out about Dogecoin and Twitter, which is undeniably exciting. But he basically said he's, yes, going to be accepting Dogecoin as one of the payments. He's also suggested he's going to implement Dogecoin in other ways. So that right there is playing a role in the Dogecoin price going up. But there's something even greater at fold here, which is the entire crypto market is looking more bullish. Now, let me go and give you an example. One of our most recent crypto picks, which is Doge Chain, is now up 269% this week. Doge Chain absolutely flying upwards. That's a very, very positive indication, and it also shows that if you are subscribed right now to the Patreon or to mattwallace.io and you access these crypto picks, you're going to be getting some great picks many, many, many times. Sometimes they're not great, but we've had an extremely high record of success, an extremely high record of picks that have done really well. Of the, I think, 22 picks we've done, it's all on my website if you want to go check it out yourself. Only 2 of them have not succeeded. One of them 140x, one of them 14x, one of them 12x. So we've seen huge, huge gains on many of the crypto picks within a short period of time after being picked, even some like Dogechain in this market. And Cryptopolis also doing, it's getting a lot more energy, and they're already starting to build on that momentum. I'm going to be making a video on Cryptopolis soon, which is another crypto pick that has so far been looking like it could absolutely go crazy at any point here. A lot more people are starting to play the game, and that's going to be a very, very, very positive thing for the entire coin. So I'm just going to end that conversation for now because we have to go back to Dogecoin here. This is huge. Dogecoin, right now, you can see the transactions are also seeing a nice increase there. That's one of the best predictive measures of the Dogecoin price. You can see social media measures are up massively. Dogecoin right now, #1 according to Lunar Crush. But here's the overall picture I want you to grasp. So Ethereum this week is up 20.13%, back up above 1,500. That's huge for Ethereum. Now, I did say I ruled out Ethereum being the currency of Earth, but it still can be one of the top cryptocurrencies on the market. It just can't be the currency of Earth. Still, though, it has potential for that one reason. Also, the smart contract's very good. But Dogecoin, look at this, up 21%. So Dogecoin, yes, is beating Ethereum this week, but it's not the only crypto that spiked. The only two that have gone up more than 20% are Dogecoin and Ethereum. But the fact that there's even one other that did this is a positive sign for the entire crypto market. Even Bitcoin back up near around 21K. So it's all looking good all across the board. But Dogecoin here, this huge spike is largely, yes, because of the Twitter deal, I imagine. We can't know for sure what the specific reasons people are buying are. I mean, we can ask, like, what's your reason for buying? Did you just buy some more? You probably did. What's your reason for buying Dogecoin? Was it because of the Twitter deal, or was it because of the market looking more bullish? Now, I have to say it is definitely a combination. There's no doubt about it. More people are buying on this news because of the market looking bullish. So that right there is a way, way, way stronger indication of a bull market than if we just saw Dogecoin alone spiking. Yeah, come on. It's time to press the like button. Let's get the energy levels up. Dogecoin's spiking right now. If there's ever a time to press that button, it is right now as Dogecoin goes up. 1 like equals 1 more penny added to Dogecoin price. Not really. Just imagine that. Imagine if we had that kind of power. We could get to $1 right now. I mean, it'll be instant. I mean, hey, who knows? Maybe the universe has a way of making things happen. Maybe 1 like button actually does equal 1 penny. There's only one way to find out, right? Below, the Dogecoin bottom could fall below 3 cents. Expert says, how's this article looking now, buddy? By market trends. Oh, is it looking good now as Dogecoin continues to go up? As it continues to hold strong, as the market looks better? Is your prediction, buddy, of the 3 cents? How's that looking? I just have to check in on you. I want to know what's going on in your mind. Are you still standing by your prediction? Did you realize that you're wrong, as we all knew if we actually paid any attention? I don't know. Unusual was owning Twitter. That's pretty funny. Basically, indicating he'd be owning them, as in, destroying them, but not like you know what he means. Like, oh, you're gonna own them. You're gonna basically take full and total W's in comparison to their L's, and there's certainly a lot of L's being taken by people who work at Twitter. There's no doubt about it. I mean, I have built a platform on Twitter. We have a pretty big account that's verified. So, I mean, I can't say I've never benefited from Twitter. But at the same time, Twitter could definitely benefit way more from Elon Musk than it could from the current people running it, regardless of any other position you have on the issue. But a beautiful thing about Twitter is how it empowers citizen journalism. People are able to disseminate news without an establishment bias. And of course, I commented under that. Breaking news, Dogecoin is the future currency of Earth. Take a look, getting a lot of likes. We always tend to have some of the top tweets, or replies rather, under Elon Musk's tweets. So that's always fun to see. And I mean, I still can't get over how awesome this video is. Think about it. So Elon literally had to go to one, I mean, he could have done it himself. Maybe he walked over to Home Depot, but he literally had to go, most likely, to one of his staff members, one of his assistants, or something along those sorts, and tell them, hey, go to Home Depot and buy me a sink. Go to Lowe's and buy me a sink. Go wherever, buy me a sink. Maybe he even made them take it from their own house. Who knows? Probably not, because it looks pretty clean. But he literally had someone go and purchase him a sink so he could walk into Twitter headquarters with it. If that doesn't give you an idea that Twitter is going to be better with him owning it, then what possibly could? He also said there's a high probability around. So first, let me go ahead and introduce it with this. So Elon Musk, we know for a fact, right? He basically, Elon Musk said it's okay for Twitter employees to work from home. They're allowed to work from home as long as they're not working for Twitter. So no more working from home. During what's happened over the last few years, a lot of employees have started working from home, which means less productivity. That's very, 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 very true. When you actually work for a company, if you own your own business and you work from home, that's different. You can still be productive because you're directly incentivized to do so. But if you are working for someone else and you work from home, then there's going to be a much higher probability of you doing a significantly poorer job than you would if you were in the office. Not that you would necessarily do a bad job, it would just be significantly less than otherwise, because having that focus of being in the office, having that accountability, it creates a better environment. So Elon Musk is pushing for that. He also indicated he's going to hire, now I'm on to the next part of this, he's going to fire around 75% of the employees, most likely. Could even be higher than that. I wouldn't be surprised if it was higher. So he's going to fire most of the people working there. It's time to pack your bags and go somewhere else. About dang time. Twitter. So I commented, Diana actually tweeted out, I thought this was kind of a crazy exchange. So Diana actually tweeted out this. She said in her tweet, Elon Musk owning Twitter will finally unlock free speech for the first time in over a decade. Get ready for everything to change. I love that coming in from, that's my beautiful wife, Diana. So there's this comment here, which I said, there's already free speech. What are you not able to say? And so my response to that was, let me go ahead and see if, That's weird. I mean, I guess it doesn't want to show my response. Well, why is my response not pointing up first? It should show up first. Oh, well, I guess maybe I'll try to go here and then we can see it. Because I was going to actually go to my response. But basically, that is a pretty silly thing to say because the truth is, here we go. You get banned if they think you have the wrong opinions. The only way you can defend it is if you think the current system benefits you, but in reality, it hurts everyone, whether you're capable of seeing it or not. With more free speech, we may not be over 30 trillion in debt right now. And basically what I'm referring to there is that politicians, especially, well, let's be honest about it, in the Democrat Party, have gotten worse at their jobs because they're not held as accountable on social media. Now, that's not to say a Democrat politician can't be a good politician. I think it's possible to live in a world where if the Democrat wins, we have a good politician. If the Republican wins, we have a good politician. And that's not to say right now there aren't some good Democrats. Of course there are. And that's not to say there aren't a lot of bad Republicans. Of course there are. I really, truly am pretty unbiased on this issue. I genuinely think most politicians are doing a bad job. And largely on the economy, which is the main role of the federal government, is to make sure that the economy does well. And so right now we're in a position where we have people in positions of power in the government who are not being held to the highest standard, in part because there's less opposition in the different ventures that they are in. And so if we had a world where there's way more accountability, then we would have the best version of Democrats and the best versions of Republicans. And regardless of who won, we would have an indication they would likely work hard, first of all, because if you feel like you're going to get voted for no matter what, you're going to be more lazy. And so it's not even just about the policies themselves that these people choose. It's about how hard they're willing to work and how much effort they're willing to put in to make people better. And if they're going to say, okay, well, yeah, I can probably get away with insider trading on stocks, if I can probably get away with doing some of the things that they do. And so I think that all of that combined is why it's so important that we do have free speech and you do have the ability to call out people regardless of which party you're calling out and which party you're on. I mean, it's just undeniably important. And so I hope more people realize that. Anyway, I don't want to get too far into politics. I mean, I don't want it to sound like I'm on one side or the other because I really, truly am not. I actually just want the federal government to run a balanced budget. I just want the federal government to actually understand what it means to cause inflation at the levels they're causing. I want them to just simply do a good job on that. Then beyond that, most of those issues really arguably shouldn't even be that important on a federal level. And so there's lots of different ways to look at this. But at the end of the day, we should not and cannot have a world where we have continued laziness from politicians on both sides, where we have continued lack of understanding the issues and lack of research on both sides. That type of world is going to lead to the very destruction of our society. And there's also the other side of that. Because of the way Twitter is, a lot of Republicans don't want to get on Twitter. And so then, and meaning that they're not going to see the criticism of them. So then it's the same thing for Republicans. Republicans are way worse because there's less free speech. And so it just is like this vicious circle of all politicians becoming worse because there's not a fair and open place to have discourse where you can say what you want without fear of getting banned. And so that being changed is going to be absolutely massive. And now to get back to Dogecoin for a second, and hopefully that's, I would like to think we can all agree on that. Regardless of where you stand on what aisle you're on, we can all agree that free speech should be the right thing, and it will help society in multiple different ways. And we should be able to agree right now that it is not at the level that is, I think, up to par, and it could be significantly improved. Now it is, and there's a lot to unpack there. And at the end of the day, this is the first step. I think in a matter of years, probably in the next decade, we will see the political system massively shift and get better. I'm very optimistic for it. I think we'll see massive improvements. And along those lines, we should also see Dogecoin spiking like crazy. Now, to get back to the main point here, Dogecoin right now is continuing to see huge success as a result of its community and as a result of Elon Musk. The combination of them just really makes it undeniably one of the best opportunities in the market by far. And so as we continue to see the spike, as we continue to see Dogecoin doing well, it's going to be extremely fun to stay updated on it. And if Dogecoin can start to really break out here, we could see within the next week a major Dogecoin run. Now, this gives you a little bit of a fuller picture. So we did see a little bit of a run right here, getting close to around 10 cents for Dogecoin. Then it came back down. But keep in mind, it stayed around relatively flat. It did not go back down to its low point here after falling from this, which is a very strong indication of strength here. It's a very strong indication that we have to see a breakout at some point, because if it can't reach those lower levels again, and it's continuing to try to go up, at some point, the bulls are going to massively overpower the bears. And we have to have, at that point, see a breakout. It's undeniable. It's the only way it can happen. We also have arguably a bigger spike here than we have seen in many other instances, percentage-wise, in past Dogecoin run attempts. So if you're excited this week, you absolutely should be. You should also make sure to subscribe with notifications on. Why the heck not? Come get updates. Come get important information. I'm at Wallace. This is Final Stand. Let me read a couple of these comments here and just see what people say. Yeah, a lot of comments about Dogecoin. Oh, there we go. That's the way. Anyway, I'm at Wallace. This is Final Stand, and I will see you in the next video.